Hello, and welcome back to the next in our series. I'm Dr. Ron Toll, your academic interview coach. Today I want to speak with you about an interview tactic that I have seen a surprisingly large number of candidates employ, but I suggest you take steps to absolutely avoid. That is deep diving into the backgrounds and lives of the members of the search committee, and then demonstrating your newfound knowledge by making specific and repeated references to it during the course of the interview. In a word, this tactic is just plain creepy and nearly always comes across that way. Let me explain. Sure, the committee has taken the deep dive approach in examining all they could find out about you. That's their prerogative and is actually a reflection of them exercising appropriate due diligence. They should be doing that. It's their job to look into you and see what they can find. And it's perfectly fine for you to look into available information about your interviewers. I'm talking about their educational backgrounds, teaching and research interests, prior employment history, and so forth. But while learning about their personal lives and organizational affiliations away from campus may seem to be of value, it rarely, if ever, is. Especially gruesome is watching the exercise whereby the candidate makes an effort to go around the table and show off that he or she has a bit of information on each and every person at the table, has taken time to memorize those data, and is now very proud of the fact that they're able to attribute it to the correct person. Seriously, I have seen this more than once or twice, and it is just always plain creepy. So is there a way to use the knowledge that a deep dive into the backgrounds of your interviewers has revealed, if indeed you want to make it known that you have investigated them? Absolutely. For example, you may be coming from a cosmopolitan urban background, and you're on an interview at a small school located in a small town rural setting. You've just taken a question about how you view the potential of such a move and how you feel your teaching may need to change in order to meet the needs of students with a small town versus a big city perspective. Instead of taking the tact of looking directly at Dr. Green, who is seated across the table from you, and saying, "Dr. Green, I know that you made the same transition when you moved from San Francisco to East Mayberry." Instead, try something like this. "I appreciate that the committee recognizes that this will be a significant change for me." Then go on to provide a direct answer regarding your teaching style, and finally consider closing by saying something akin to, "If I was fortunate enough to be here in the fall, I'm sure that I would also be seeking out the advice from those of you who have successfully made a similar change." Now just hold that thought for a moment while I provide an additional example. Let's imagine that you've previously coached Little League baseball, and you've learned that Dr. Graham, a member of the search committee, has coached as well. It might seem to you to be a winning strategy to mention that you were aware that Dr. Graham coached Little League. I suggest for your consideration that it would be a potentially risky move for you to tell Dr. Graham that you know this. However, if you get a chance to just weave your participation in coaching into an answer to questions that might come to you, for example, how do you like to spend some of your free time? Dr. Graham will internally note the connection, or may even say so out loud. This approach is much more nuanced. My point here with these examples is that you want to use the knowledge that you've accrued in such a manner as to make personal connections in a way that allows the interviewers to connect the dots themselves, not in a way that indicates that you have been essentially stalking them online. Remember, the academic professionals interviewing you are bright and intuitive. Let them draw the conclusions that you want them to achieve by providing the path and leading them in the right direction. Don't force it. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and take advantage of future content. I would enjoy hearing from you in the comments section below, and will do my best to respond to your questions. For those seeking an in-depth, individualized, and one-to-one coaching experience specifically aligned to your current search activities, please check out my website provided in the link posted below. See you next time at the Academic Interview Coach. I'm Dr. Ron Toll, and as always, best of luck in your search. Have a great day.